Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be correcting a mistake that I made. If you watched my last video about car camping and how to use the Toyota Rav4 Prime room mode, that's when I discovered that a switch I installed to operate this rear door didn't work. So in today's video, I'm going to correct that. If you haven't already, go back and watch my video about car camping and how I discovered it. I will leave the other video up when I installed the button in the first place, just for a little while, but I'm going to end up deleting the video because there's no sense of leaving it up there because it just doesn't work. I was totally wrong. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to correct that in this video. All of the parts and materials that I used are going to be available in my description below via the links. It's also available in my Amazon store. I think both things were under 20 bucks, so it's really not expensive. So if you guys are like me and you want to switch inside the rear of the vehicle so you can open and close this door from the inside, this is the video for you. This is definitely going to work this time. I know it. It will. So here we go. And we're going to start by removing all of these interior panels. Again, I'm going to have to remove this liner, this floor here, and I already removed the battery panel that's over here because I want to do some testing of the wires. So we're going to do that right now. So we've got all that stuff out. That's the easiest part in this whole process. Now I'm going to go up front, start working on the wiring, and then I'll have to bring the wire all the way from the switch up front all the way back here. It's going to run along this way and go over to the switch that I put in right over here. All right, I'm here at the front switch. There it is right there. I have done some testing. And the green wire right here, it's kind of showing up like a light green on camera, but it's actually like a darker green. That wire needs to be grounded in order to open or close the back door. I have triple checked it. It does work with the car on or off. So I'm going to tap that wire, connect this yellow one, and I'm going to run this to the back of the car. And that wire is going to be the trigger for the back door. All right, I've got that wire split open, and I'm going to use the same method that I've used in my other videos and throughout my entire life. And I am going to take this wire, slide it through. Messed up because I'm trying to do this one-handed, but then I'm going to wrap that around, and it'll be nice and secure, and then I'll wrap it with electrical tape. All right, I got that connected. Everything's taped off and secured. It's not near anything that's going to rub, and this yellow wire is going to be going all the way back, all the way to the rear of the vehicle. And putting the front of this back together is very, very easy. It's just a few clips. You can see them there, and they are going to clip right in place. And then once I get this up into place, I'll show you where the screws are. There are only two screws. There's one Phillips right there, a second Phillips right here, and this 10mm bolt. That's all you need to remove in order to get this panel off and get to that switch. Now I'm going to put this kick panel back on, and again, this is also very easy. There's just one clip right here that sometimes will come off and stay inside the car. If it does, you just have to get some pliers or get a tool and pull that right out of there. This time it came off with it, and I'm just going to put this right in place. It's going to be very hard to do one-handed, but I'll see if I can do it for you guys. If I reach back up here, there is a little screw right there that's got to come through that hole. Looks like it is. And then I just gently push forward. I got that in place. And then this, you just have to push on. You don't even have to screw it in. Yep, just push it right in there like that. And it's all in place. Now I just got to get the lower trim piece here in. All right, that just clips in place. Now I have to finish tucking the wire all the way to the back of the car. So you'll need to lift this corner up to get the wire through there. This is what the latch looks like. That's where the hook goes into, and the hook is just this right here. So very simple design, but it does take some force to get it in here. So you can see, you want to make sure it goes in the hole. Yep, I'm in there right now. And then you just push it down pretty hard. And then to remove it, you just do the opposite. You just give it a good yank right there. You want to make sure you have one hand right where the latch is right there, and then pop it back in. All right, it looks kind of dark, but hopefully you can see this. I've got the wire running back. I'm going to tuck it in here. It's going to go underneath the seat. If you can see in there where my white and red wires are, I'm going to follow those wires and I'm going to take it into the rear of the vehicle. All right, I just came through that opening right over there, and then I'm going to run this wire along the inside right there. And it's going to come all the way around. I'm going to keep tucking it up under here, under this panel, and it's going to go to the switch right here. Unfortunately, these two wires that I spent all that time and wiring up to the switch in the door aren't going to do anything. We're not going to use either of those switches at all anymore. I'll leave them in here just because it's easier than taking them out. I could take them out if I have to, but maybe I'll think of a future use for wires going into the rear door or something. All right, I'm here wiring up the switch. I have a couple extra wires here. Don't let that scare you. I just wired constant power to this plug a little while ago because I wanted to have this always powered. So that's what some extra wires here. But basically what I'm doing is taking the ground off of this plug here, and it is going to one side of the switch right here. And the other wire that came from the front switch that we just ran this wire all the way back here, this is the yellow one, goes to the other side of the switch. I just tested it. It does work. So I'm going to tape this up and put this all back together and do some more testing. All right, so it is working so far. I can show you how it works right now. It's a little different than when I had it wired previously, because previously I just needed to tap the button. This time, just like it was the button up front, you do need to hold it for a couple seconds. And then you press it again to stop it. Just tap it. And you push and hold it again, and it goes up again. I'm very happy to see this solution working so far. I should have done this from the beginning. I just thought this was going to be easy and simple. I had no idea that it wasn't going to work when the door was down. But anyways, using the switch up there is probably just as easy running a wire. No big deal. So I'm going to put this back together. All right, I'm going to sit back here and give this a try. Yay, it worked! So that is very awesome. So if you're going to do this mod, go to the switch that's up front. I'm going to play around with this a little bit more before I release this video because I don't want to make the same mistake again, put out bad information. But it looks like it is working. If you're seeing this video, then that means I deemed it was good enough to release and that it was actually working and it continued to work. So, but I'll try this a few more times. I'll give it a couple days, make sure nothing has changed, and then I'll go ahead and release this video. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. Again, I am very sorry for putting out information that was incorrect earlier, but hopefully this makes up for it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. See you guys.